Yo, yo. Good evening, y'all. There we go. I think that's a good placement with the mic. First, what is up, Mike? Let me change the background lighting. There we go. Dude, it is finally nice and cool, man. Mike, how's it at your place? Let's get the important questions out of the way. BOGO beef, lamb gyro pitas, and loaded Greek fries, or buy the Habit tuna sandwich. A new street corn tots and get a free grilled chicken sandwich. Wait, where's the buy one get one free beef lamb gyro pitas and loaded Greek fries? What's that from? Our local Greek place. The BOGO deal, dude. I love gyro sandwiches, dude. My hesitation is that the pita will be a soggy mess and I can't eat two at once. So the second will be gyro stew. Other consideration is I have to order Habit by 8:30 and Greek by 10:30. Yeah, I don't know. What a dilemma. How far is the Greek place from your house? generally legit places. I think if the pita is too like dry, it like falls apart, and then yeah, so like the juices and stuff will like make it so it tears, so then it just like falls out of the fold of the pita. Like legit places, it keeps shape the whole time. Are you talking about the veggies? Like them being no good? The second one? This place, you have to keep it wrapped and eat it down, kind of. Not possible to just hold it naked. Sup, Nate Esser? Nate, should I get the habit tuna with free chicken sandwich or Greek? Or I get the second euro? Oh man. That is the question of the night, huh? Jamie, I'm 2 for 2 with the eye specials, looking into my left eye and going, wow, WTF, and taking pictures. I'm a mystery. I don't want to be a mystery. I want to be without pain. What do you mean going WTF? They can't, they don't know what they're like, wow, yeah, we don't know, bro. No one understands the root cause of the swelling, and it's been swollen so long it's permanently disfigured. Is it causing, besides pain, is it causing any like actual issues, or is it one of those things where technically it's fine, it's just pain that you have to put up with? Sensitivity to light and constantly wet. I have to pry my eyes open every morning. Oh yeah, like with the and yeah, like when like sticky right on your eyelids or whatever, eyelashes, all the goop. Nate, what are you up to tonight? Oh, I'm sorry you're going through that, bro. That sucks. So is there like a next step? I think we found a doctor that gets it. More of a scientist than a fix-it-quick guy. Okay. Did you originally, like, go see a doctor, and then they, then they recommended, like specialists or something like that? Or is that the steps you guys have taken? Chat, have you guys come across any First Amendment auditors in your life? In person? Dude, I feel like I would be... I feel like I would get excited to come across a First Amendment auditor. Like, I sort of want to experience one. Yeah, they just gave me generic BS ointments, and this guy prescribed me a steroid drop 7 times stronger than what most doctors would give. Waiting to see the bill for that. I don't know what that is, but please tell us. Yeah, First Amendment auditors, the guys that, like, will go to, like, places, public places, and they, like, stand... like on public property and then like film everyone. I think most of it now is like what I would call First Amendment trolling. I think there's like a few, I think some of the original like OG guys that like call themselves First Amendment auditors, like in the strictest terms, were dudes who would go to like public places like post office or library, police stations, and like record like areas that they're allowed to be like legally, and just kind of like exercise their right, you know. Um, and then also like, you know, and again, we're not talking about the trolls right now. We're talking about the people who like are like legit just show you that like, you know, what you can do with like your First Amendment, right? And you know, you go to like maybe like public places and you film like outside buildings like banks or salons or grocery stores, and you're like on public property and you're filming just to, you know, document, you know, and just, it's not really to get a rise out of people, but if people are curious, you know, they engage. That is generally what First Amendment honors do. And of course, even with like ones who aren't trying to cause problems, like you always get people who go like, "I didn't give you permission to film," and then like, then that's where the the engagement goes. Generally, a lot of it's documented on like YouTube, TikTok, whatever. But then there's like, in the past maybe 4 years or so, it's been gaining 4 or 5 years, it's been gaining like major popularity. But people have found like a new revenue of like trolling, and it's people like everybody's like trying to be a First Amendment auditor, and it's like, but they're doing it to get a rise out of people because it makes content. Because legally you can in public you can film anybody and anything, and there's nothing legally you can do about it. And those who approach First Amendment auditing from the purpose of like trying to get a rise out of people, those are the ones that are kind of like the a-holes. It's like, even though they're right, like they're a-holes because like they're not really trying to like exercise their right and like document it. They're literally like just trying to piss you off, and then get engagement, and then like engagement farm it, and then post it for views. You're not going to believe this Karen getting mad at legally getting recording in public. That kind of stuff. But I would say most of it is to get a rise out of people now. It's all over TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, like short form content. Did they do it just to get yelled at? That would probably fall under the ones that like do it from a trolling aspect. Maybe I'll meet some Saturday. I'm being paid to DJ run Mike at a No Kings protest, and was told I needed to be furry because furry is a marginalized attack community by current administration. It's going to be interesting. First Amendment auditors generally go to places that are least expected to be filmed, like not an event. It's like there was actually an incident recently in the South Bay, like in Redondo Beach, I think, at one of the Trader Joe's. It was like making its rounds like a few weeks ago, where First Amendments showed up. Like it's boring stuff. Like they show up to like a grocery store and just stay right off like where it becomes public property versus private property. But they film looking into private property, because you could do that. Anywhere the eye can see is public property, right? So like even if you're on public property but filming private, it's legal. But generally, they don't really show up to events. That's probably more like a journalist is probably going to show up to that No Kings protest. Yeah, First Amendment auditors show up to like mundane, boring places and just piss people off, like at a Trader Joe's or something like that. They just literally sit there quietly filming with like a mask on and a few different cameras, and they don't say anything to anybody. God, Windows is progressively getting more annoying. There's a video of a drone flying around just filming and to be filming. It got too close to a kangaroo and got punched out of the air. Different but same. What'd you do today, Mike? What is this? Bro. Yeah. The kangaroo standing up on his two legs and then hopping over to try to punch him down. Yeah. Planned my playlist for Saturday. Washed my blue and pink bunny and my snow leopard. Got a death stare outside because I ripped ass not knowing someone was close. Washed dishes, normal stuff. This is a cover of Radiohead's "Creep." I didn't listen too closely. It's a I don't know it. It says video game lo-fi music, so it might be something just very close to that. In terms of like the chord progression. Only so many things you can write in E, right? As they say. The song before absolutely was. Do not question the expert. Let's see, where are we at? 45. This one? This one is saying, "We are the crystal gems." Full theme song by Steven Universe. Someone AI generating called it BS. I'm so curious, dude. Are we gonna deep dive this? I'm curious to hear Hold on.
Meet Sam, your average
Steven Universe. Hold on.
videos, online shopping, and wait a minute, Sam.
Whew, building a house is not easy. How's that ukulele treating you?
Hello, Stephen.
Oh, hey, great job out there.
Thank you. Greg,
yes.
did you give Stephen that instrument?
Oh, yeah, he's picking it up so fast I'm running out of things to
Come
do.
on, play it.
Steven, you want to play them the song you wrote? Come on, you wrote it for them. Seriously, he's really excited to live with you guys. It's all he talks about. Don't you want them to hear it?
Come on, Steven. Yeah, we'll like it, even if it's bad.
Amethyst. It's true, though.
If you're evil and you're on the rise, you can count on the four of us taking you down. Cause we're good and evil never beats us. We'll win the fight and then go out for pizzas. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in garnet, amethyst, and
So I think this is where they got the lo-fi song from. Or this is what they're saying it's from. I had pasta from Trader Joe's. Nice, Nate. Which pasta did you get?
We really are made to live together and exist as me. I will fight in the name of rose quartz and everything that she believed in.
I will fight for the world I was made in. The earth is everything I've ever known.
I will fight to be everything that everybody wants me to be when I'm grown.
The odds are against us, this won't be easy, but we're not going to do it alone. We are the crystal gems, we'll always save the day.
And if you think we
There you go, Mike. This is what it's from.
That's why the people
On this world,
So they stole the chord progression from Creep, huh?
amethyst and pearl.
and Steven!
Are the
All right, there we go. Mike, what are your thoughts, bro? Chat, I got the habit. I couldn't resist all the call of tempura green beans and the ahi tuna sandwich, even if some is reheated in 2 hours. That sounds like a good combo. I've never tried their the seared tuna sandwich. Always looks good though. This is nice. I like it instrumental, means I can sing over it. Got the new street corn tots and a free grilled chicken. What in the world, bro? Order total would have been 52 G's, 32 with free stuff and Dash Pass. Did you try the new any of the new Taco Bell stuff recently? Like the what was it, the chicken sliders or something? Chicken slider crunch wrap? Want to try the Cantina chicken rolled quesadilla rolled, whatever that is. Yeah, I looked at it. I saw it the other night. I had Taco Bell the other night, so I bring it up. Yeah, what is a rolled quesadilla? It makes me so up. It used to annoy the shit out of me. Same thing with a quesarito. You know, the first time I heard a quesarito, I was like, oh, it's a burrito. It's a burrito and quesadilla mix. So I'm thinking, oh yeah, so you take a quesadilla, right? Like just straight up make a quesadilla. Don't do anything else. Just make a quesadilla. 2 tortillas, melt some cheese in the middle. You got a quesadilla. Now you take that and you lay it out like a tortilla, but it's a quesadilla. Lay it down on a plate. Then you add all the fillings you want for a burrito. Then you wrap the quesadilla like a tortilla to make a burrito. That is what I thought a quesarito was. And somebody was like, no, you just like, what you do is like, you take the tortilla and you fold it over and you melt and you put cheese and then you melt it, then you open it up and make a burrito. I'm like, nah, if that's really the definition of quesarito, then no, I don't accept that definition. That's stupid. That's just a burrito with melted cheese. A real quesarito, like, I'll fight the definition to this day. Like, somebody was telling me, like, a Chick-fil-A, it's like, yeah, you just, like, fold it, then open it up and make a burrito. It's like, no. A quesarito would literally be, like, you have a full quesadilla, and, like, basically what you would do is you would just take 2 flour, like, burrito-sized tortillas, right? And you make a quesadilla with it, right? Like, 2 together like this, okay? Now you have that, and then you put all the topping, or the whatever you want inside, and you wrap it like a burrito. So when you take a bite, you can see like the roll part, the circle part of the burrito. It's like having a grilled cheeseburger, where your buns are a grilled cheese sandwich. You get what I'm saying? Like if you made a grilled cheeseburger, it would technically be, instead of a top bun and a bottom bun, it'd be the top bun's a grilled cheese sandwich, the bottom bun's a grilled cheese sandwich, and then you put a burger in between those. Like a burger patty, lettuce, tomato, onion, your toppings, or not toppings, whatever you put in a burger. That would be a grilled cheese burger, right? So why can't people take that same structure of what they would say a grilled cheeseburger is, and then make a burrito with it? But here's what if you take what people think a quesarito is, it's like, imagine you take a grilled cheese sandwich and you melt the cheese inside, right? Then you open it up and put a hamburger in there. That's just a cheeseburger with just the cheese like just extra melted. And like that's what people are doing with like the quesarito, like either Chipotle or Taco Bell. It's like, that's not a quesarito, it's just a burrito with melted cheese, like melted more than what would be melted once the hot protein touches it. It's like, that's not a quesarito. Why even call it that? A quesarito would literally be, you make a fucking quesadilla and then make a burrito with it. Sorry, I just thought that was the stupidest shit. I'm like, dude, what a waste of a fucking definition, man. So, back to that, the rolled quesadilla, it's like, yeah, what the hell is that? Just call it a fucking burrito at that point. It's like, unless you're taking a quesadilla, right? And a quesadilla as is, and you're not opening it up to put anything inside. It's like you would take a quesadilla, and then you roll the whole thing and make it like a taquito. It's like, a rolled quesadilla, like, okay, like that's what I would interpret it as. But it's like, it just looks like a fucking burrito. Like, what is that bullshit? I was gonna get the Lux Cravings box with the new sliders and one of those quesadillas, but I literally buy zero delivery food without a coupon. You ever tried the grilled cheese burrito at Taco Bell? It was disgusting. Oh yeah, yeah. That was like a few years ago that it came out. It was okay, kind of weird. I don't know why. It had a weird aftertaste, almost like, I don't know. Like the ingredients were weird. There was something about it that kind of gave like a manufactured like taste of like, I don't know. Hard to describe it, but it kind of had a weird taste on it. I don't know what they do. It's something to do when they melt the cheese or grill it or something like that. Whatever that process is, whatever is touching it or some shit, like there's like an extra taste, like as if it was touching like a metal surface or something. I don't know how to describe it. Every single grilled cheese burrito has tasted like that. But like, why would they call that? It's so stupid, bro. Just like I've seen people like wrap burritos full on in cheese like all the way around, but the grilled cheese one was just like what, on top or something? Tasted like burnt toenail clippers. Yeah, it was weird, bro. So you know what I'm talking about. It's like, this is not how cheese should taste when it's like melted, bro. I always thought a quesadilla was a normal burrito with second tortilla outside and melted cheese between two tortillas. It's a quesarito. Okay, so like, what is the second tortilla? Are we making a burrito with an actual quesadilla? If we're not, then it's not a fucking quesarito. I mean, regardless of what Chipotle or Taco Bell interpret a quesarito to be, it's like, if you're not literally just taking a quesadilla, right? Like, literally taking two tortillas with melted cheese in the middle, and then using that as if it's the tortilla to make a burrito with, and making a burrito, it's not a fucking hybrid. It's not a quesadilla burrito. It's just some dumb shit. That's my argument. Unless it's literally a quesadilla being wrapped and then being used as a tortilla as if you're gonna make a burrito, then it's just some. Don't call it that. That's what I want. I'd use nacho cheese sauce between the two, and it would rock. Did I miss anything? No, we're just talking about Taco Bell. Nate, what's your favorite thing at Taco Bell, bro? Tonight we had In-N-Out. No fries. I just got a burger, double. But I got a double with whole grilled onions and chopped raw. So I basically did the opposite of what I usually get. And what I usually have been getting the past like 2 years is I get two types of onions. Remember we talked about this before. There's technically 3 types and 2 ways you can chop them or cut them, I guess, right? There is raw onion, there is their cooked onion, and then there is grilled onion, right? And again, just so everybody, we're all on the same page, if you go to In-N-Out and you say, I want a burger, this and that, and they say, do you want it with onion, right? And you go, yes. And you say yes to that without specifying, yeah, I want it with raw, or yeah, I want it grilled. You get the default onion, which is a cooked onion. It's not a raw onion. The cooked onion, if you've ever looked at your burger, right, an In-N-Out burger, the onion goes, now let me pull a picture, right? Let's pull a picture. Okay. Here, you see this? So this is default, and that right there, that's not a raw onion. That's their cooked onion. That's the default onion's a cooked onion. It's not a raw onion, it's actually cooked. And they cook it by placing the onion on top of the patty while it's cooking. So it's cooked. Not grilled, nor is it raw. and it sits in between the two patties, right? If you get their default onion, this is how it comes. Now, if you get raw, okay, now it's not in between the patties. It's with the lettuce and the tomato. It's raw, so it gets treated as a cold veggie, and it's on the bottom where the lettuce and the tomato is. Which, by the way, if you guys notice that, In-N-Out burgers, the veggies are on the bottom, not on the top. I don't know why they do it, but maybe that's their whole thing to differentiate, right? So when you say, I'll take a double, or I'll take a single cheeseburger, or I'll take a hamburger, and they go, and do you want onion with that? And you go, yeah, I'll do onion. You're getting cooked onion, what this is. You're not getting raw, you're not getting grilled, you're getting their default. If you want raw or grilled, you have to specify. If not, this whole time you've just been getting a cooked onion. There is a raw onion, which again they treat as the lettuce and tomato. They just slice it and then put it with the veggies. And then of course, if you want your grilled onion, then that's cooked on the grill. Now, so we've established that there is 3 types of onions. There is the default, there's the cooked onion, the raw onion, the grilled. Now, each type of onion can be cut 2 ways. Or I guess prepared. You're only cutting one. So the cooked, the raw, and the grilled, you can have whole or chopped, right? So for raw, the raw default comes as like whole. The cook by default comes whole. Grilled by default comes chopped. Okay? So what I've been experimenting with is I get one of each. 2 of the 3. I get the raw and the grilled. I don't really do the cooked one. Allie does the cooked one, but I want the polar opposite of the extremes. I want the cold, crisp of the raw onion, and I want the sweet, soft of the grilled onion. So what I usually do is I've been getting grilled onions and just whole raw. Tonight I switched it up and I got whole grilled with chopped raw, and oh man, it was amazing. But anyways, yeah. Let's see. Dorito tacos, nacho fries, and cinnamon twirls. Cinnamon twists are bomb. They're OG. Splitting hairs in Mexican dishes just makes me think of how some Inuit languages have like 53 words for different types of ice snow. There are dozens of words for all the variations of some type of unleavened bread, some combination of legumes, cheese, meat with varying amount of frying. There are really the same basic thing. Once heard a British person say Mexican food was just like sick on a tortilla. But you're right, need to learn linguistic oddities. Although I would not call if we're talking about the quesarito, Mason, I would not call that Mexican. That is just some weird thing that Americans made up that started Taco Bell and Chipotle. Now, does anybody have a go-to way of their burgers at In-N-Out? I've tried all 3. Like, I had like cooked onion, raw, and grilled. And it's kind of overkill. But I would say if you're gonna do 2 types of onions, the grilled and the raw is like the best. Wait, Mason, you gotta chime in, bro. What'd you have for dinner tonight? Taco Bell got rid of the loaded nachos for $4 and replaced it with crappy nacho ingredients in a cup, so you never get the big, soggy, wonderful bites like real nachos. Dude, I used to love the Nachos Bel Grande. I haven't gotten that in a long time. They still do Nachos Bel Grande, right? Oh, they do. Yeah. Mike says In-N-Out, double spread only, add grilled onions. Yeah, boy. And Mike, I'm guessing you just get it the standard way, how they come chopped, or do you do it whole? Chili potato, too lazy even to cut in the fries, just a baked potato with chili and cheddar over it. Oh, dude, that sounds good. Guys, highly recommend. First, okay, we ask us in chat. Who here is a fan of Trader Joe's? Do you have any Trader Joe's fans in the audience? In chat? Standard chop. Okay, yeah. I think they're sweeter that way. They're more grilled if you get them chopped. I noticed if you get them whole grilled, they're not like as grilled as the chopped version. Like they're grilled, but they're like not as grilled, if that makes sense. It's almost like they're just like kind of cooked and like charred a little bit. But like when you actually get the like grilled onions when they're chopped, it's like, oh my gosh, they're like sweet. I want to, but I never go there because I get lazy and do delivery groceries and they don't deliver. Yeah, Trader Joe's is they got good stuff, man. They got good stuff. Now, Allie went to Trader Joe's tonight as well as picked us up In-N-Out, but they have these new yellow Thai style curry chips. Yellow curry Thai style potato chips. Basically, kind of like in the style of like Lay's. And I tried a couple tonight. Really good. I love yellow curry. I love Thai food, but yellow curry, I love a good yellow curry, man. Man. I love a place that can do like yellow curry well, like a Thai place. Man. That's like my go-to dish when I go to a Thai place. It's like most people get like pad see ew or like or pad thai, right? I love a good yellow curry. Chicken. I usually get chicken when I do yellow curry. It comes with potatoes, carrots, onions, you get rice, and then dude, you gotta get the peanut sauce. You go to a Thai place, what I do is I like get the white rice, steam white rice. Or if they do sticky white rice, usually it's upcharged, but like I love sticky rice versus like normal like just cooked rice, because like sticky rice, it's almost like congealed together. It's like tomato, instead of being like individual grains, it's like stuck together and it's like soft. Oh, so good. But I'll get that, then you spread on some of the peanut sauce, and then you just take your container of yellow curry that it comes in, right, and you just dump it on top of the rice and the peanut sauce that's sitting right there as the base, and man, you just go to town. It sucks, dude. I never tried any of these things until I was like in my 20s as an adult. Growing up, it's like an American, it's like, give me a hot dog, cheeseburger, pizza. It's like the extent of my Chinese is Panda Express. The extent of my Mexican is El Burrito Jr. Even if it is like other cultural foods, it's like Americanized. Dang, my habit burger arrived so fast. Oh, congrats, bro. That's exactly how I eat yellow curry. Gonna be eating, so less active, but listening. Okay. Sounds good. But yeah, these chips at Trader Joe's, that's why I brought it up. They have some pretty cool stuff. Also, too, we also got these sweet onion style pretzel twist. Sweet onion. I'll have to open up and try it. I was also interested in their single origin. So for coffee, single origin Kilimanjaro instant coffee. Wanted to try it. It's always fun to try coffee. As a coffee guy. But they have Trader Joe's has always got some cool stuff like cheeses. Like for example, let's see. Go to products, go to food, cheese. Hot honey goat milk cheese, man, that sounds excellent. Gotswold, is that how you pronounce that? Gotswold double Gloucester cheese? How the frick do you pronounce this, man? Don't knock on LBJ's. I look forward to every time I drive down there and freeze a special seed to bring back with me. Oh, LBJ's is great. I would just say it's Americanized Mexican food. But that doesn't mean I stop eating there. Yeah, point was just the extent of actual cultural foods is like I only had the Americanized versions growing up, but LBJ's, even though it's like Americanized Mexican food, is amazing. Yeah, Special C is still amazing to this day. Mason, do you remember how cheap it was? Gosh, in high school, what was it, $3.25? I think in 9th and 10th grade, it was like $3.25, and it was like every couple of years they raised it like 25 cents. What is it now, man? For a Special C, is it like $9, $5? What is it now? Let's see. Do LBJ's. Let's see. Menu. This is from March 2026. Okay, so this should be recent. Let's see. Special C. Wow, shit. $11.99, Mason. Look at that. I mean, it's still a decent deal, right? I mean, that's 2 beans and 2 bean cheese burritos, chips, and a drink. I mean, they give you a good amount of chips and salsa with 2 pretty hefty bean cheese burritos, which you will not. I think in high school, when I was like at my fittest, like 10th grade, I think maybe I was only able to pull off finishing a whole Special C like once or twice, and it was like a challenge. It wasn't because I was so hungry. It was like, oh my gosh, can't believe I finished the whole thing. It was like, I'm gonna try it. I was like absolutely like puking full miserable. So yeah, it was a steal in the early 2000s, $3.25, but I mean it's still a good deal even at $11.99. Nuts with that, I'll drive myself. Special report, the street corn tots from the habit are weird. See what they're going for, but missing seasonings hard. Bummer, okay. Thank you, Mason. That was annoying as shit. Whether that was an actual bot or person, it's like... My gosh. What are the rules? Isn't there like a thing of rules that you have to agree to? Isn't like one of them no advertising? I forget. What are my rules? Does anybody remember? Before you click in the chat, it's like a few things you have to agree to. Isn't like one of them like no advertising or some shit like that? But anyways, yeah, thank you, Mason. That probably pisses me off more than like the dumb bots. It's like those accounts that like I can't really tell if it's an actual bot or just a dumbass. Don't hey bro me, get the fuck out of here. Excuse my French. But there's no question as to being a bot account created 13 minutes ago. What the fuck? Hold on. Let me check my settings. I thought maybe I had it so... Chatter permissions. So like, I have on the very first, I have like the most basic verification on, which I think is supposed to sort of like steer some bots and things away. Email verification required. So like I used to not have that before, and I think that was actually a newer setting. The people were like, even streamers like that wanted a safe environment, but they weren't sure because like I know like a lot of people that like a lot of legitimate viewers on Twitch like never verified their email for years. You know, because it's just like, you never need to, but I think with the rise of Twitch's popularity during the pandemic and, you know, with that comes like issues, like, you know, and you're trying to protect your stream. It's like, I think people started at minimum allowing email verifications. Annoying as it may be, because, you know, like, you have people who you want to come to your stream, right? Like, for example, like we invite, like when you bring Rob Cabillos, Mike, you know, it's like someone like him, he'll have to make an account and then verify with email, right? And if you're trying to get someone to watch your stream, like a friend or somebody who's like, you know, doesn't really know like stream etiquette or doesn't really watch anybody on like streaming or Twitch, it's like making them jump through an extra, you know, hoop to even say something in chat could be annoying. But, you know, it's one of those things where like it really does help stave off, like, I think a lot more bots. But I think, yeah, it's a lot of people started doing that. But I have that turned on. I used to not have that turned on. I think maybe a year or two I opted to at least have a minimum of email verification. But it seems like the bots are just... It seems like that, you know, if that's true that 13 minutes ago it was created, then that means the email verification is like... That's like playing with the baby's toy now for like bots. It's like easy. There is a second tier verification where it's like I could require phone verification, which I have off because I feel like even people like a lot of viewers like still probably don't want that. It's like I don't want to add a second layer to like annoy the shit out of people from joining the stream, but I don't know. I mean, guys, what's your opinion? I mean, what do you think? Should I enable phone verification to help create another layer of security to, you know, sort of help stave off more bots? Because I think even probably with phone verification, I'm sure there's probably going to be ways around it for bots, but I'm sure it would add an extra layer where it would probably improve the amount. Like it'd probably be like less bots, but I don't know. I don't want to piss people off because it would require it to chat. What are some of you guys' thoughts on that one? It might have auto-enabled recently because people said they couldn't chat my channel without doing it, and I would have never enabled that second layer. I'm looking at it right now. My phone verification is off. Currently, for my chat verification, I have all chatters must have verified email. So like no ands, ifs, or buts. Like no cooldown time. You literally have to have an email. You know. Phone verification I have off. It really doesn't matter. They're like 4 actual people here at max, and they will all be intelligent enough to recognize spam. So maybe it was a fluke for some people. But yeah, okay. Mason, have you played any of the Warhammer games? I bring it up because yesterday I started playing the campaign of Warhammer Space Marine. Just got the phone, got off the phone with my uncle from jail. Oh, hope he's doing well, man. Why order Mexican food from a jackass? What? What a wild question. Can somebody make me that a t-shirt? Why order Mexican food from a jackass? Yes, the Dawn of War games are great. Mechanicus was also good. I tend to play the Space Marine games at some point. A lot of bad games using the franchise though. Oh, that sucks. I think another one, yeah, there's a few other games I have. What is it? Vermintide, I think. 1 and 2. Dark Tide is like another one, right? I've been interested more in Warhammer lately because the lore is actually like pretty deep and pretty cool. Let's see. Warhammer, The End Times, Vermintide. Vermintide 2. I was so confused on... I also want to play through the Wolfenstein games. Like the, obviously the originals, but the reboots. Yeah, the difference between Warhammer and Warhammer like 40k. So interesting. I don't know much of like the older Warhammer, but I've been interested in more like the 40k. Hold on. Let's take a quick break. When we get back, let's get into some gaming. I kind of want to see if we can beat the tournament on Mario's Tennis on the Virtual Boy. Remember last time it was like we just played like a normal like 1v1 game, right? Singles or whatever it's called, right? Then there's another mode like a tournament mode where it's like brackets. So like I think it probably would take a while, but basically work your way up the bracket. You know, there's not really a campaign with this game. That's like the extent of this single player, but I guess we get started tonight. See how far we get. Warhammer lore is endless. It doesn't even really have a single canon. Huge world. There was that Warhammer MMO we played when it came out. Even that was pretty fun for a bit. Oh man, don't get me started. I really enjoyed that. I'm really bummed it didn't do as well. I actually thought their PvP mechanics and like stuff that happened in the world was really cool. Yeah, if I remember correctly, like in like a PvP server, there was like the ability to like take over like areas, right? And then like once you kill like all the vendors and the guards or people in the area, right? It's like you can literally like planet side, like you can, if I'm understanding correctly, because that's how planet side was too, where it's like you can literally as a faction like take over an area, and then if you take over that area, like you get benefits from it. I know like WoW did that with the Burning Crusade. What's like the starting area? It's like if Horde or Alliance like has the flags in the whatever that like opening area is, it's like you get buffs or something, right? Like whoever holds all the flags gets the buffs. There was like something similar like to the PvP aspect of Warhammer like MMO. It's like you can like take over an area, but it was like more than that. It was more than just like a buff. It was like literally like vendors spawn, like bases are built. Like I remember correctly, that's what happened, and that is what I wish WoW could have been, right? People wanted that PvP aspect to WoW, but even in PvP servers are sort of protect everybody still too much, right? It's like there's no repercussions. Like if you go to an Alliance town, it's like, yeah, you can go to a starting area like Crossroads and kill all the Horde like vendors and NPCs, but they all come back. You know, there's like there's not really like a big downside to it, right? It's like you take out the fly path, whatever, it's like they all just like eventually respawn. It's like, I think in a PvP server, it's like if you're gonna do PvP, it's like have repercussions and punishments like that to that extent. Like if you literally like take out like a flight path like guy, you can fuck over that whole, you can fuck everyone over. But that's what you sign for PvP, right? You don't want it, go play a PvE server. You know, that was the whole point of PvE. It's like if you don't like that aspect of the game, then play PvE, go grind, go do quests without the fear of like, you know, that shit happening. And so like in PvP, it's like, because like even in like PvE servers in WoW, right? Sorry, I'm going on with TED Talk, but even in PvE servers in WoW, it's like you could play Battlegrounds, you could play Arena, but when you're out in the world, you're like untouchable, right? And then so then what's the difference between like PvE and PvP? Well, it's like out in the world you can fight somebody. It's like that's it. It's like without like an actual organized Battlegrounds or Arena, it's like that's it. I can just get ganked over and over again. It's like, while annoying, it's like that's the difference. Like, come on. It's like PvP servers should have really had some of those mechanics that Warhammer had. It's like, you want to fuck over Crossroads, like that one of the beginning areas of like orcs. It's like, dude, imagine killing all the vendors, all the guard NPCs, the flight path, and then being able to turn like the buildings to rubble, where like literally people can't like grind those quests, and literally like you have to like take over that area again to use the area. Like that's what PvP should be. That's what PvP is. But like WoW's like, nope, we'll just have everybody respawn. It's like, dude, you're playing PvP with training wheels on, bro. Habit update. The line caught sushi grade ahi tuna is now just an indistinct lump of protein. Might as well have been fucking tofu. Wait, what? I had so much fun in those PvP battlegrounds as support because there was collision. There'd be lines of tanks physically blocking each other with mages doing AoE damage and me trying to AoE heal with assassins trying to sneak around and snipe individuals. So there was a war of strategic attrition on both sides I never saw work as well anywhere else. Right. Hold that thought. Let me take a quick break and then we will be right back to hang out and game some more. Okay, we are back. Playing PvP in WoW was a completely different experience regardless of having battlegrounds. When I went to a PvE server for a while, I was still habitually scanning the horizon for red text and thinking about what I would do if someone showed up and wanted to start something while I was questing. Not always what I wanted, but that was the only PvP for a long time when the game launched, right? Dude, I remember playing Burning Crusade and being about 60 something. There's like certain areas where like you're like questing like literally with like the other faction, and I forgot if I like found the tip from somebody else or I just like thought about it and tried it. But when I was grinding or questing and like killing like mobs and stuff, I would put like a frost or an ice trap like spaced out like directly behind me. And so like when I was like, as a hunter, like, sending my like pet to go kill like a mob, and I'm like sitting there shooting, I remember like people trying to come up behind me and then like whether it be a rogue or somebody and get stopped by one of my traps, and then I'd have enough time to like kill the mob quickly and then focus and then like while the actual like player in the alliance is like frozen or like slowed, I can kill like treat it like a raid or dungeon or whatever. It's like you kill the ads, kill the mob, then send the pet after the player, because by that time like he's frozen. While he's frozen, I'm killing the mob. At least finish that and then attack the player. But I remember being like mid 60s, high 60s, and like it was like in that marsh area in Burning Crusade. I forgot the name of it, but like I literally like every time a trap would like refresh, I'd lay a new one down while I'm questing, just in case anybody tried to gank me from behind, But that was a fun side of PvP, to be honest. Ugh. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's get ready to boot up some Mario's Tennis. Mason, speaking of Special C, have you ever Have you ever gotten the burritos wet? I think there might be an upcharge. Maybe not, I forget. But yeah, you can literally get both the burritos wet, and they come just like in, well, they come like in like different containers, but and sometimes I'll get them wet. They're really good. Changes it up a little bit. Always, actually. My standard order is special C, 1 wet. There's $1 upcharge. Dude, sweet. There you go. Okay, well, that answers that. Got 2 things answered. But that's a good strategy. 1 wet and 1 dry. That way you can have best of both worlds, right? They do, I know they do, they have a green sauce, I think, too, at LBJ's. And there's been times I think they've asked like red or green. I think by default it's red, but I can't remember if I've ever tried a special C with their green sauce there. Wish you could see my house. It looks like a cartoon taxidermy show. Wait, what? Washed almost every suit you've seen in stream today. Oh, with all the suits just like hang drying or what? All right, Mario's tennis. So many drying racks. Mason, what have you been doing for like exercise recently? What has been your go-to? Like cardio or weightlifting? What have you been doing lately? Okay, let's go ahead and boot Mario's tennis up. Excuse me, princess. Exercise every day, first thing in the morning. Run 5.5K twice a week. Lift otherwise. Fitness is one of my main hobbies. Sweet. Let's see. Okay, let's get to plan. Sorry, trying to position the mic a little better. Okay, check, 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 check. How does the mic sound? Is mic placement okay? Can you guys hear me okay? All right. I'm doing squats and push-ups and generally getting up every hour to move about. Tired of my fat stomach pulling my back forward at a line. Dude, awesome. I've been trying to be more active too. I've been going on walks recently. Starting easy because I'm carrying a lot of weight. Don't want to blow my knees out. And so I'm at 0.75 of a mile. Next month, so April being the 4th month of the year, I'll up it to 1 mile. I'm trying to up it 0.25, so technically a lap on a track every month. That way I can gradually get to. I would like to be able to walk a 5K. Then, so I think eventually I would like to run a 5K, or at least jog one, really. But at least I need to be able to walk it first, and then I think I'm gonna work up to. Once I can confidently walk it like 5 out of 7 days in the week, I want to start like doing like interval, like walk a bit, jog a bit, walk a bit. And hey, I only ate half of the habit order because no need to eat it all. Yeah, I've been trying to be more disciplined in listening to my body. So like when I'm comfortable and no longer hungry and there's food still there, either save it or be okay with throwing it out. And that's one of the habits I am learning to break, honestly. Like just because it's still there doesn't need to be eaten. Yeah, Mike is the same as it was. I ran a 5 meter once. Just walking is outstanding if you can afford the time, right? Right, it does take some time. Okay, let's get to playing, shall we? What's with the automatic pause? Is that like due to like hold on, let me turn on the volume in my headset. Holy moly. Is that due to like a health reason, like bad on your eyes? Like remember on the Wii, it's like periodically it would like don't forget to go outside and take a break. You remember those like loading screens? And it shows like the Wiimote like on the table with the window open and the breeze and sunshine coming in, reminding you to hey, like stop playing your game and go outside for a bit. Is that what the auto pause is, or is it like something to do with a hardware issue in the coding? Let's see. Oh, okay, there we go. Let's do Mario. Last time we did Luigi. Oh, you know what? There we go. There we go. Wow, look at it. Okay, so that's cool. I noticed what's kind of cool about this background is, you see how I don't know if you remember from last time, but the background was different. Now we're playing Peach. It looks like it's like her castle and stuff in the back. It's like different background. Pretty cool. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Hey, there we go. Oh, dang it. I remember the instruction manual for the N64 saying to take a 10-minute break every hour, and I actually did that and would pause Cruising USA and go in my backyard and swing for 10 minutes. Dude, that's actually really cool. I didn't know that. Smart. Oh, come on, dude. Oh. I saw a study. There's like studies coming out, or data coming out, I guess. That colon cancer is somehow in the rise of people getting it at younger ages. And I guess some of the contributing factors to getting colon cancer at younger ages now, as there's been a trend, is apparently the change in like the trendy like high protein diets, specifically to like keto and like carnivore diets, where it's like no fiber, just a crap ton of protein. And like fiber helps stave off like colon cancer. But it's like interesting because it's like, yeah, like people are getting colon cancer at younger ages, and that's like it wasn't a thing before. It's been like a trend the past like I think like few years or something. It's been coming out, but it's been like, yeah, I think the past 10 years it's been a trend to be either the carnivore diet or the keto diet, where it's like there's no fiber. And but yeah, like like you need fiber, and like the lack of like fiber in people's diets because of these like mass protein no fiber diets is like attributing to like colon cancer. It's like it's never been normal to have colon cancer this early, but it's because of like all these like high protein fads with like no fiber. It's like causing issues now. So, chat, eat your fiber. Eat your fiber. The wise words of Bart Simpson. If I haven't played many video games, I would be in better shape. Oh yes, I heard this too. Jim Rat's on creatine at high risk now. I may have something medical related. Stay put. Green beans have fiber, right? I would imagine. You'd be surprised how many things actually have fiber. Like, even like bread has fiber. Even like things that aren't necessarily like healthy have fiber. Like, fiber's in everything. Like, you literally have to go out of your way to have like low amounts of fiber. Ah. Dude, Peach like seems harder than friggin' Luigi last time, man. And I'm pretty sure I have it on easy. Ah, frick. The tempura green beans order was huge. Think I got extra because closing. The tots were like 15 of them, wouldn't fit in the tray. Same message on Discord. Okay, I'll check it out. Americans don't get enough fiber in general, regardless of protein. I go through 3 scoops of protein a day and still get a lot of fiber because I love my oatmeal, lentils, and popcorn. Yeah. Yeah, the issue with like a lot of these high protein issue diets with like keto and like carnivore diets is like they literally like don't eat like anything that's like not like meat or fat. Yeah, keto is like high. It's like high fat, high protein. Carnivore is like only meat. Like no to all vegetables and fruit. It's like, dude, you can't eat like that, man. Gosh, and people with like that have diets like that, it's like, dude, freaking pooping like rocks, man. Like bowel movements are terrible, dude. Crapping marbles and it hurts coming out. How do I know? As a kid, dude, I never drank water and I like had like a pretty terrible diet of like low fiber, dude. So like, you know, bowel movements were like not often, and when they were, dude, it was like, I know it's a little TMI, but yeah, dude, it hurt. Not supposed to be like that. That's not normal. Just so you guys know. I thought it was normal. No one ever taught me. But now I know as an adult. But yeah, it sucked, dude. I noticed too that even like when I had like when I was eating like that, I had a lot more stomach aches as a kid too. Like even up through high school. You know, end of high school is like when I started like enjoying like vegetables, you know? It's like I had like, you know, I didn't like fruits and veggies, bro. It's like I would have them here and there, but like even like with a burger or something, dude, it's like I'd get a cheeseburger plain. It's like I didn't want lettuce or tomato or onion on a burger. It's like I was picky as frick. But yeah, I just remember like, man, I had so like how frequent stomach aches were, dude. And I guarantee you that was like attributed to like poor diet, man. And this was like when I was active too, like baseball for 4 hours every single day. I was like at my fittest, but like crappy diet, you know. It's like junk food, no water. It's like, you know, the only time I ever drank water was like on the baseball field, dude. When you're like thirsty and sweating. It's like if I was drinking, it was like juice, soda, or milk. Damn. Freaking. Holy moly. Dude, peach is hard this time. I want to go on the Cheeto diet. Maybe I'll go for in spots. Friend on Keto said he sometimes has to chop up his with a letter opening so it'll go down. Dude. What? Dude, that... Say no more. Say no more. Like, the proof is in the pudding at that point, bro. It can't be that good for you. The Adventures of Mario and Luigi Episode 2? Wait, Nate. What did you send me? I have something medical related to stay put. Wait, hold on. I'll have to watch that in a minute. Is that something you want me to play on stream? That's why I stopped right there. Come on. No, frickin'. Dude, come on, man. Dude. Dude. There we go. Holy crap, man. Dude, she is like not letting up, man. What the heck? Out. Dude, come on. There we go. That peach went rotten. Oh, there we go. Ah. Whoa, okay. Try that again. Come on, man. Dude, what the frick? Man, she is not easy right now, dude. Oh, that is interesting. That sound effect? Do you hear that? When like the next game starts? It's like the noise it makes when you start the Game Boy up. Or the Game Boy Color or whatever it is. Or is it just the Game Boy? Oh, come on, man. There we go. I'm listening to you and ripping techno set a friend is streaming, so missed it. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, chat, raise your hand. Who would actually play this game and try it out? You guys think it's corny and lame and you would never want to try this out? Or do you think you would try it out? Oh man, come on. Dude, yeah, this game is taking forever because, like, she keeps, like, returning everything, dude. Luigi was, like, easier, but all the computers are easy, but why does she seem harder? There we go. Woo! I only play games where you can start cars or fights. I would double check to see if I have enough room on my Switch. If not, it should be reasonable for me to upgrade. Nate, assuming let's say all that is handled, is this a game you'd be interested in playing, or does it look lame and you would never try it out? There we go. I got my fill of Pong with it being included in Commander Keen. Dude, Mason, so at school, I was asking Zoe if she played, handball like we did. The big cement wall is still there, or that big cinder block wall for handball. Which, to this day, they still have the two small handball courts at 4th and 5th grade. Which is like... I always thought it was lame. When we got to 4th and 5th grade, I was like, what? I don't want to play handball. As much as I liked it, I loved it on the little kids' playground because it was... Or, 1st through 3rd, it's like you get the big court. It's like the small courts, it's like barely any room to, like, operate. It was like... when we were playing handball, it was like... Dude, do you remember, like, everybody was, like, going crazy, like, sprinting, jumping, diving. Remember that, like, that era of, like, playing handball, like, 1st through 3rd playground? It's, like, white magic, black magic, typewriter, straight A, like, whatever it is, like, all the moves you're supposed to do. She was saying she really hasn't played it. But tonight we were we've down in the alley, we found a wall. We were able to play some handball, and that was the first time in a long time I cupped my hands and like threw up the ball and like smacked it like this. Who remembers this movement, this grip, right? Two hands for handball, right? When was the last time you guys have made your hands like this and hit a handball? It's been a long time, hasn't it? And let me tell you, dude, like, it was like riding a bike. I was like playing, I was like, here, hold your hands like this. And like, I hit a few times myself just to try it on the wall. Dude, handball's so fun, man. But yeah, Mason, there were no rules. We just went nuts. Honestly, my two favorite things on the first through third grade playground was actually the swings and handball. Swings are great because, interesting enough, despite like all the rules and warnings they gave you of like, policy procedure, like you swing until somebody stands in front of you, and then like, what is it? Like you count to, you only get 10 swings, then you have to get off and let the other person swing. It's like 90% of the time, it's like nobody would bother you. You could, like, most of the time, you could swing like almost like all recess or lunch, it seemed. Without being bothered by somebody else. It was like here and there was like a random guy, random girl come up, and it's like 1, 2. I even think like sometimes like just like I was like, oh, like I've been swimming for a while. I'll just get off now. You can swing, and it's like you let the person have their fill of swinging, and then like they're over it, and then you get back on and you swing the rest of recess. Like, do you remember that, Mason? They're like I actually remember like not having to give up like swinging a lot. It was like most of the time it was like it's like at some point I feel like people got into like a flow in the playground, and it was like the people who like were swinging like would swing, and like that was it, and no one would really like come over and like try out different things. It's like people playing on like the jungle gym. You remember like the square and the rectangle jungle gyms, Mason? Like they play like tag on it. Then you have like all the girls playing like tetherball, people playing handball, other people just like messing around in the grass. It was like, 90% of the time it was like, yeah, it was like 9% of the time it's like no one would bother you on the swings. Again, you could like swing like all recess or lunch 90% of the time. Again, 10% of the time someone shows up, it's like, oh, you put up with it. And it's like maybe there's a back and forth at max, like maybe twice, but like after that it's like, the person's like, again, gets their fill and they go away, and then like you have the swing the rest of the time. Heck yeah, it is. It's a right family tradition on Thanksgiving. We'd have 50 people playing at once. As a kid, game is great. As an adult, game doesn't matter. Family is great, right? In second grade, there was a team of girls who would go collect magnets, like handfuls of them. No idea what the fuck that was about. Yeah, I wonder what trend that was. Oh, the music changed. That noise! Did you hear that? That was the Game Boy noise. That was the Game Boy noise. Hold on. Hold on, everybody hold on. Everybody shut up. Everybody hold on. I'm just kidding. Hold on. My Game Boy. Let's see if I can get it to come. Look, here it is. Let's see if I can get it to come through the microphone. Oh, that was not loud enough, was it? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me... You hear that? There. Now hold on. Hold on. Let's go back to the game. There. See? That was the Game Boy noise right there. Let's do it again. Alright, now that was the game. That was Mario's Tennis. Okay, now here's the physical Game Boy again. Isn't that cool? Oh, maggots, not magnets. Yeah, definitely not a trend. Okay, yeah, definitely not a trend. Just a little kid thing at that point. The Mario Tennis one is in stereo, right? Yeah, makes sense. Probably sounds way better. There we go. Dude, we are not gonna have time to play freaking every person in this tournament tonight. This is just the first bracket, bro. The first game of the bracket tournament. You know, that's the whole thing with Nintendo. Oh my gosh. That's the whole thing with Nintendo is that they recycle sound effects and stuff like that, little sound bits. And they use them again. Like they literally they'll either what I've seen in games or with their hardware accessories and stuff like that is they'll reuse sound files or sound bits as is, right? And literally just include it in something else, right? Or I've heard and seen that they'll take something and they'll kind of warp it or play it in reverse, or they'll play it backwards or something like that. And that's you'll find that on a TikTok or maybe a long enough YouTube video of did you know that this sound comes from this game and Nintendo used it again for the startup this, or in another game this, and it's the same sound just slowed down or backwards or something changed up. And it's oh, that's a cool little tidbit. That's a cool little fact. Fake out. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, that was laggy. That whole thing was laggy. What was that, man? Wait, what is going on? Dude, maybe my eyes need to take a rest, because what the frick? I might just like sucking all of a sudden. Dude, what is going on, man? Woo! Come on, dude. There we go. Whew. There we go. Jeez, these colors suck. Kind of getting over the red and black, dude. There we go. Come on, man. Can we end it? Damn, how long are these freaking games, man? Maybe that's how I get her. Jeez. Oh shit. Out. Whoa, come on, man. There we go. Dude, come on. Jeez. Dude. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That it? Hey, I'm moving forward. Alright, let's save it here. My freaking eyes, bro. I need to take a break. Holy moly. Oh man. Looking at freaking black and red. And see, that wasn't even up to my eyeballs, like the actual Virtual Boy. That was like on my monitor. Can you imagine how bad that would freaking be? Having like the red and black like that, like up against your like freaking face, like your eyes like that. No wonder it was giving people like eye problems or some sort of fatigue they were talking about, but yeah. Anyways. Okay, we're gonna wrap the stream up there, folks, but before we take off, just want to thank everybody for coming out, man. Seriously. Nate, Mike, Mason, and then anybody else on Twitch or YouTube who may have been lurking and didn't chime in on chat this time. I appreciate you guys too. Yeah, again, as always, thank you for putting in the effort to be here, to open up the stream on another device like a phone, another monitor, a tablet, a laptop, a computer, TV, whatever it might be that supports YouTube or Twitch. Thank you for, you know, putting in that energy and effort to check out the stream. Appreciate it. Just a reminder to make sure you guys are following me on all the socials like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. Because besides just streaming and long form content on YouTube, you know, I do post a lot, you know, on the other like social media platforms. So if you guys want to stay more up to date and see what I'm up to, make sure you guys are following me there, on all those different platforms. But yeah, appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your night, and I hope to see you guys again next stream. We'll try to stream this weekend, whether it be Saturday, maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. Mike says, sleep well, fart with empowerment. But anyways, guys, enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy your Friday. Well, it's Friday. Yep.